All right. Well, hi, everyone. This is Grace Thompson. I am a member of the UTC Ultimate Trinidad Carnival team, and I am here today to bring you the interview with Robert Kerr. So, Robert, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, Grace. Thanks for having me. I'm Robert Kerr, and I am a project manager, and I live in Durham, North Carolina.
Awesome. Awesome. So, Robert, you have traveled with UTC to Trinidad more than once.
Yes.
What I'd like to do is hear about your first experience. So, tell us, how did you find out about Trinidad Carnival?
Trinidad Carnival had always been on my bucket list. I'm also Jamaican, and we have a variation of carnival in Jamaica, but it's nothing like the actual carnival in Trinidad. So I'd always wanted to go, and I met Esha through a mutual friend, and I understood that she was planning a trip there, and I decided to go along with Ultimate Trinidad Carnival, and it was and still remains one of the most memorable experiences of my life. I had a ball.
Okay. So, what made it such a memorable experience for you?
It was the ease of convenience. I had anxiety about going for the first time. I mean, I'd never been to Trinidad, let alone Carnival in Trinidad. And UTC arranged practically everything. All I had to do was essentially book my flight and ensure that I was on time for the flight, and then I got to Trinidad. The hotel was taken care of, the transportation, the costume. We had VIP passes to most of the major events. I didn't have to worry about what I was going to do. There was a great group of people. I made friends. It was just everything. Everything was taken care of. And even when I was exhausted I'd gotten my fill of all of what Carnival had to offer, there was a package at the tail end that guaranteed some rest and relaxation before I came back to the States, which was just phenomenal, because at that point, I needed it. I really did.
Okay. All right. So, what was your most memorable experience from Trinidad Carnival?
Oh,
The first time you went.
my most memorable experience was Carnival Tuesday. I think they call it the Pretty Mass, where everyone dresses up in their respective costumes. And it was just the colors, everybody in their respective costumes, the revelry, the abandonment. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. That was the high point
That was
of
the high point.
yes.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites too, is Carnival Tuesday. I think my three favorite events are Sunny Side Up Breakfast Party, because you can't go to Carnival and not do Sunny Side Up, and then Juve, and then Carnival Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah, those are my top three events. Top three.
Mm.
So tell us, as I said, when we first started, you've been to Carnival more than once. So what made you want to go back again?
Well, that's a no-brainer. I had such a good time the first time I had to return. And the second time was even more memorable than the first time I went. And I will definitely be going back again and again and again.
Okay. Well, can I ask what made that second time more memorable?
Well, the second time I knew what to expect.
Okay.
Yeah, the first time I was checking off my bucket list, and I didn't know what really. I knew I wanted to go to Carnival, but I really didn't know what to expect. And I was so blown away from the first experience that the second time going into it, knowing how much I had so much fun on the first go round, I was even more hyped.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I don't have any other questions for you. What else would you like to share with the audience?
Um, I think the main takeaway that I like to share is that if you can find a travel planner or someone who essentially does this repeatedly, instead of going through the hassle of going online and trying to make all these arrangements for yourself, it saves so much time and effort and energy and even money by enlisting somebody like UTC to have all these details taken care of. And all you have to do is just book your dates, book your flight, and just head out. So that would be my recommendation. And especially if you're going for the first time, it's definitely worth it.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I certainly agree with that. Well, thank you, Robert. I truly appreciate you sharing with us what your first experience of Trinidad Carnival was like and what your second experience was like. So, totally appreciate it. And we look forward to having you travel with us again.
Oh, I definitely will. Thank you.
Okay, great.